Alright, welcome back to another video of the HTML and CSS web development course. So in the last video we created a responsive navbar and it works pretty well. When you click it, you get the drop down menu. It looks pretty cool. And in the last video, or in the last few videos, in the beginning of this part, we already did the main container of the first container. So we don't have to look at that. We're going to start with the second container and we're going to make this a little bit more responsive because it doesn't look really nice, does it? So what we're going to do, we already added, let's go to the grid.css, we already added the col.6 to the media screen, and let's sure both sizes are the same. Because we use 740, okay, perfect. Okay, so we don't need to work on this one. And now we go to our second container information, that is this one, and we're gonna make some changes. Okay, so let's see where we're going. That's this one, introduction. So, introduction has a margin left of 200, margin top, okay. So, when we go back here, we go inside the media query. We're gonna create a comment. We're gonna call this second container mobile, and we're gonna close that one up. So first thing we're gonna call introduction. So what this does, when the screen is 740 pixels or smaller, it's a breakpoint, and it's gonna change the properties of introduction. So we're going to give this a margin dash left of auto. We're going to give this a margin dash right of auto, and we're going to give this a text align of center. Pretty cool. Okay, something else we have the me image. So we're going to call me image, and we're going to give this a display of block, and we're going to give this a margin dash right of auto, and we're going to give this a margin dash left of auto. Okay, pretty cool. Let's check what happens if we edit this. Okay. What something else we're gonna, no, that's okay, pretty nice. We're gonna give the me image, we're gonna give it a little bit less margin on the top, so we're gonna call margin top. We're gonna give this 20 px. Let's see what happens. That's better. Maybe we give the who am I, that's the introduction, we give this also a margin of top, a little bit smaller, of 20 pixels. Pretty cool. And we're gonna give the me image also margin bottom of 20 pixels. So what happens here, we get a breakpoint, and maybe we have to change this a little bit on the size. Let's check. Maybe, you know what, we're gonna add a second media query for this. So what we're gonna do, we open the elements, and now we have here, let's see where the breakpoint is. So the breakpoint is gonna be 900. So what we're gonna do, on top of the add media, we're gonna call add media screen, and parentheses, we're gonna call max width of 900 pixels. Okay, and we're gonna call the introduction. So we're gonna call introduction, and we're gonna give this a margin left of 140 pixels. Save this. Let's check what happens if we go smaller than 900. Okay, as you can see now, it jumps. Pretty cool. So we're going to give this maybe 120 pixels margin left. So when it hits the 900, yeah, so now it doesn't overlap anymore. This is pretty cool, guys. This is so amazingly cool. We made our website responsive with just HTML and CSS. It's truly amazing. Pretty cool. So I'm really happy with the second container. This looks really nice. Let's check. First one, second one looks good as well. As you can see, the scales doesn't look pretty. And we're gonna work on that now. So let's go to the scales. So that's the scale container. So we go back to number 3. Scale container. And we're gonna give this a width. I'm gonna give this a width of 200 pixels. Because we're gonna give it the same width as the card. Oh, wait a second, that is 289 pixels. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, let's first save that. Ah, yeah, of course, it doesn't work. So we're gonna make the width of this one a little bit bigger. So we're gonna maybe 310 pixels. We're gonna call min width here. I think that's better. So minimum width of 310 pixels. And okay. So we're gonna call for a breakpoint because we're gonna look where it gets smaller. That is already on 900. So that is the scale container, and that's the scale list. So what we're gonna do inside the 900, that's this one, we're gonna call dot scale list. We're gonna give this a padding dash left, and on top here, scale list, we had a padding of 230 pixels, and we're gonna make it here, we're gonna make it 190 pixels, and let's see what happens. So go to the breakpoint. Okay, we're gonna make this maybe 150. Make it smaller. Pretty cool. Okay. And now we're gonna go to our next breakpoint, because as you can see it goes out here, so we also gonna make this even less. So we're gonna make this 130. Maybe we're gonna give this 100. I think that would fit better. So make it smaller, 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 smaller. Okay, so we're almost approaching the 4740. What we're gonna do here, so we go to the grid.css, and we already added here the dot call of a width of 6 or a width of 100% and a margin of 0. What we can do, call for. I'm sure you guys already saw this, but I didn't. And now they're all really nice and stacked. So when it hits a breakpoint of 740, this looks pretty cool. So what we're gonna do now, we go back to our index.css, and we're gonna make a comment of third container mobile. Gonna close it, and let's see, what was the name of the, I think there was list item. Third container, skill container, then we go to the skill list, we're gonna go to the skill item. Okay, so we're gonna call the skill item inside here, so dot skill item. I'm gonna give this a display of inline, I'm going to give this a text align of center. And I think that's enough. Let's see what happens. No, sorry, we're going to take the display away. Okay, maybe text line is not the best one. Maybe let's see what happens if we use margin. Margin dash left of auto. Margin dash right of auto. Let's see what happens. Still nothing, huh? Maybe if we call the mother class of it, that is the skill list. Let's see what happens. Skill list. Maybe if we give it a display block as well. Weird. It's really weird that this is not working. Oh, wait a second. Maybe if we call the where is it? We're gonna call the skill container. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna copy paste this one instead of the skill list. I'm gonna add this one, and we're gonna take away the minimum width. Gonna save this. So okay, I'm gonna open up the call 12 now. I'm gonna open up the call 4, and let's open the skill container. Okay, so probably this needs a width. I'm gonna give this a width of 200 pixels. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a lot better. Maybe give this 230 pixels. So as you can see now, this is really nice, and in the middle now this looks really good. Only thing we have to fix is this, that it gets smaller. We have to fix that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check this breakpoint, because we have a breakpoint of 1100. So we're gonna open this one, at media, screen, and parentheses, max width of 1100 pixels. Open it up. Okay, that was nope. Introduction skill list. So we're gonna grab the skill list here. Gonna paste it in here as well. And we're gonna give this padding left of 130. Let's see what happens. So almost at the breakpoint. Okay, so as you can see now, okay, we're gonna need less here. So we're gonna give this 90 pixels. Okay, this is perfect. And now we go smaller, smaller. Okay, this is truly amazing. So now we made our third container also responsive. Really nice, really nice, really nice. And breakpoint, another breakpoint, and now the last breakpoint that stacks everything really nice on each other. This is so amazing, guys. We are really doing a great job here. So now we're gonna go to our fourth container. I'm gonna add that here as well. I'm gonna create a comment. Fourth container. Mobile. So the fourth container, that's the third, we did that one, and the fourth container are the portfolio images. So that's the call 3 and the call 6. So what we're gonna do, we go back to our grid CSS, and before call for, we're gonna call dot call -3, comma, enter, save. And that is by 740. So let's see what happens. Hey, as you saw, that stacked as well. So let's see what happens. Go back. As you can see now, here on the breakpoint of 900, it's already starting to overlap, right? So we go back to index.css, and let's see. We're gonna call portfolio images first. And let's see what the values are here. And we used margin left of 200 and a margin top of 110. So we're gonna give the margin left, we're gonna make that smaller, right? So we're gonna call margin dash left. And we're gonna give this maybe 150 pixels. Let's see what happens. Let's see when it hits the breakpoint. Okay, so this one stays in its place, so there is something going wrong there. Port image. Oh, maybe if we call port image instead of the portfolio. Let's see what happens then. Okay, so the breakpoint was 900. Oh, wait a second, no. We put it in the wrong Control C. And we go to 900, that's this one. Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. Let's see what happens if we hit the breakpoint of 900. Still doesn't break, huh? And that is because portfolio image, custom container still takes. Okay, yes, now it's okay, perfect. So, but we're gonna make this a little bit smaller. We're gonna give this 110 pixels, the margin left. Okay. As you can see, it still falls a little bit outside the viewport, so we're gonna use 90. Let's see. That already looks a little bit better. Maybe we're gonna make it 50. Okay, as you can see. And now it still stays inside the viewport. And when it hits the breakpoint, and I think that is because of the. No, it goes here outside the. I see it. Okay, so go back. We're gonna call the portfolio -p as well. And we're gonna call that one inside the the 1100. So we're gonna call that one and this one dot portfolio p, and we're gonna give this a max width of 350 pixels. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna make the width maybe 300. Let's see what happens. Maybe if we just give the width of 300. Okay, we're gonna make this 250. Maybe that goes better. Okay. So, till here it works, it works. That looks okay, yes. Okay, so I'm still not happy with this. So let's see what we did to the portfolio P. Third, fourth container. Okay, we didn't even call the portfolio P at all. Okay, so So let's see what happens if we open that call port container. Let's see what happens if we open that call 6. Let's see, portfolio introduction. Portfolio introduction, let's see. Div class. Oh yeah, of course, because it also calls, that's this one, but it also calls the introduction, so that's this one. And it still calls the margin left. Okay, so we're gonna call the, where is it? Portfolio P. We're gonna give this a margin dash left. And instead of 200, we give it a margin left of 100 pixels. No, wait a second. We're gonna delete this one. We're gonna call portfolio. And we're gonna give this a margin dash left of 100 pixels. Let's see what happens now. Okay, as you can see, that is not enough. We're gonna give this a margin of 150. That's better. And breakpoint. Okay, perfect. As you can see now we made it really nice and responsive. Pretty cool. So, as you can see now, we still have the portfolio P, and we're gonna give this a margin dash right of auto. We're gonna give this a margin dash left of auto. Okay, this looks really nice. It's really nice and centered. Pretty cool. As you can see, the title, that is the portfolio H2, so we're gonna take this one as well. And we're gonna paste it above the portfolio P. And we're gonna give this, no, wait a second, 900. Okay, let's see what the breakpoint is. So indeed it is 1100. And we're gonna give this also a margin dash left of auto, and we're gonna give this margin dash right of auto. And we're gonna give this a padding dash left of 100 pixels. Let's see what happens. Too much. Maybe if you do 30. Maybe 34, sorry. Pretty cool. Okay. This looks amazing. So the last thing we have to do the images. And that is something we're gonna do here again at the 740. Go down here. And it was the port image. So we're gonna call, maybe we can call portfolio image as well. Portfolio images margin dash right of auto, margin dash left of auto. Let's see what happens. Okay, apparently we need a port image. We're gonna give this a display of block. Pretty cool. I'm really happy with this. This looks truly amazing. We did a great job here. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna cut this video in half now. Oh no, wait a second, we can We can do this on the pricing as well. As you can see here, we already added a breakpoint, but we have to break it a little bit earlier because the cards are overlapping. To be honest, it's not that bad actually that they are overlapping, because now it looks like one big card, and before they even overlap text, they're gonna stack. No, we're gonna keep it like this. This is amazing. So let's check the website out. So we go smaller. We created our navigation. That looks great. This looks great. This looks good. This looks nice. The image perfectly centered. The skills are looking centered. The images are centered nicely. Portfolio. This text is also centered nicely. Pricing. The cards as well. Yes, we finished. Okay, we officially finished our portfolio project. This is truly amazing. So guys, we created an amazing website using HTML, CSS and just a little bit of JavaScript. We made it looking great on 1080p. And when we make it smaller, it starts to resize and everything is nice and centered in the middle. Pretty cool. So, we did a great job here. I want to congratulate you on finishing the portfolio project. You did a great job here. Make sure to edit a little bit with your own name and with your own images, and maybe with your own pricing, of course, and put this on GitHub. Put this on your GitHub. I mean, this is just an amazing portfolio project where you can show your HTML and CSS skills. So don't forget to put this on GitHub or GitLab or Gitbucket if you're already using it. If you don't know how to use it, we are gonna create a GitHub course in the future as well, where we're gonna explain this. But make sure to add this one to your portfolio because this looks beautiful. I truly love this. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you finally start to understand how web development works with HTML and CSS. We're gonna do 2 more videos. In the next video we're gonna talk about the identity or the web inspector. That is what we have been using here to check if something worked or something didn't work. And I'm gonna explain to you how you can read it, how it works and what it does. And in the last video we're gonna talk a little bit about closing the course and where to go next. So I hope to see you in the next video. And as I said before, I hope you learned something. Have a good night.